I'm here at my next estate. This is my first day of processing. And I've been here probably a couple of hours and then thought, hey, I need to video this. So I've cleaned some things off of the shelf up here. This one's in Olive Branch, Mississippi, which is probably, I don't know, maybe 10 miles from me. It's the other side of Olive Branch from me. And the lady has a lot of country collectibles and primitives and little doodahs. Lots of roosters. Roosters are getting popular again. The nice dough bowl set. Lots of cookie jars. I found a Shawnee one I'll show you in a minute. Got several things like this. I've got these that I have to look through, make sure there's no silver or whatever. And a little kitchen cart, which is kind of cool. It's got stuff down in it that I'll have to go through. We're selling all the appliances. It's got a refrigerator, washer, dryer. I think it's all we've got. I don't remember there being a freezer out here. I haven't been. Yeah, it is. No, it's not. Duh. That's a file cabinet, Rhonda. Got a few things out here. Some large tables, if anybody needs those for flea market setups. I've brought some stuff myself here from my last estate. You'll recognize if you've watched the other video, the stone hedge one. Kawasaki dolls. I brought those and a couple other things. I'm going to see if we can't have some more sales here, and if they don't sell here, I'll probably buy those out from my last estate and just move them on, because if they don't move on by the next estate, then I usually will buy it out and just continue to market it. Nice trunk over there. Don't know if it's empty or full or whatever. The father here had passed away a few years back, and then Mom passed away last fall. And this is May, almost Memorial Day, 2018. So it's got some things way up there. I'm gonna see if the son would mind getting the grandson to bring down for me. I'm not above asking anymore. I don't like to do ladders. That's about as high as I go up right there. And that will get me up to there. Little granddaughter's going to come tomorrow. If everything works out, she's going to help me process some. Of course, we've got a lot of figurines and little collectibles from over the years. And lots and lots of furniture. Everything is packed out. This is how I walked into the house pretty much. I've pulled up rugs and done some things in the cabinets, but these rooms haven't been touched yet. This is how they were left. Master bedroom. And pretty much I'm to the point now. There's a small pile on the love seat in there, but everything else pretty much is for sale. In here. Pretty old trunk. Yes, I know. I heard you say, open it. See what's in it. I don't know. I don't know if I can open it with one hand. Yeah, I can. Stuff. Looks like mostly wrapping stuff. Some old cigar boxes. Old letters I need to go through. Of course, the bathroom has a lot of stuff and stuff and stuff. Of course, we'll go through all of the cabinets and all that. And it's just a nice big walk-in closet. I'll go through all the clothing. See if there's any I want to purchase out or not. Nice cabinet in here, and see if we can sell that because it's freestanding. Some hidden jewelry. There's not an upstairs downstairs here. Yay. And I believe, I'll have to check in with him, but I believe he said that he had already pulled everything out of the attic. If not, I'm going to poke my head up there too before it's over with. It's a guest room. Got some boxes and stuff that we'll go through. We'll pull out and put on tables. Some things we'll leave hanging, like the clothing and stuff, but he's been through a lot of this. I think the daughter went through a lot of it, which is good because this is a very short period of time. This is, what's today? Today is the 17th of May, and I have to have this sale the 2nd and 3rd of June. But even though it's a lot of stuff, she's got a lot of it out and displayed, like the Coke collectibles and things, to where I just have to look up the things I don't know about. Leave everything else where it is. It's pretty much staged, which is good. This isn't going to be a pretty or a clean sale, but because I'm not going to come in here and do that. We have to do this one, and then I have another one that has to be set up and ready to go 2 weeks later, and then another one the following week, and then back to the one prior to. So back and forth, back and forth. Musical estates this summer. But it'll all work out. They all roll from one to the other. People don't care what you're selling, as long as you're selling it. They don't care that it didn't come from that particular estate. Unless we were selling George Washington stuff or something. Nice piece. That's pretty. Hold piece. This is the second guest room. Of course, it's got lots of paperwork and stuff like that that I'll go through, and I'll pull aside for the family if I run into anything private. Lots of old dolls and things. See? Pretty. And tell them what's in here. This is the one that I don't want to get rid of it. It was mine when I was 6 months old, and you know. Of course, some bathroom stuff. We'll be pulling that out. We don't let them into the bathrooms. I like you, fish. All the closets. Of course, that's linens. We'll pull out just to make sure there's nothing hidden in there. As ladies and men get older, they stick things places. So she is missing a few items that we're going to be looking for her, and we usually will run across them. Not always, but usually. And I won't take you out. I don't know if you can see or not, but we've got a guest porch outside. And then on the other end of the house, there's a tool shed. So as we're processing that, I'll try and remember to video it, but for those of you that are curious, this is what I do with my life if I'm not at the bin store or watching Twilight Zone. Okay, so I'm going to film a little bit.
Oh, okay. I'm getting ready for the video.
Oh, you think it's smell-o-vision?
Yeah.
All right, you want to tell everybody what we did today? I brought Lorelei. Smell you. I brought Lorelei to help me today. This is the second day of processing, and we're still working in the kitchen and trying to get everything either out or accessible to everybody. So why don't you just start on the other side and kind of tell a little bit about what we've gotten done real quickly, and we'll move on.
So what we've done is there were teapots all along here, so we got all of those down. We put them on the table, and
Let me show the table.
the round table.
And the
Well,
round table
the
has a
round table
lot.
over here. And then 2 on the dishwasher. Which I
And
thought
so
that
far,
was-
2 on the dishwasher. We've still got glass stuff we're going to put up there. Not dishwasher, washing machine. I said the same thing you did. All right. We're confused. We don't know what anything is.
We got glass stuff from in here, and so all that's left is not glass stuff.
And that way I can look through it real easily. I got the drawers and stuff done the other day, so you're working on the bottom cabinets, aren't you?
And then right here is some glass stuff and you just going through this.
Yeah, I pulled it off the top and we just make it to where everything else is accessible. I don't pull it all down, I just go through it. Make sure everything, oh, I need to get that clock down from up there. I forgot that was up there. So we're moving things around on the counters and stuff, and Lorelai has helped me go through some of the cleaning stuff, and we've gone through the cookbooks and things down here. Got lots of cookbooks, and gone through the silverware and pulled it out to where all we've got is stainless and things like that. We've gone through all of the cabinets over here. I've still got these to go through, so leave that open. Refrigerator is empty. Microwave, oven, we always look through those type of things, make sure nothing's in there except what belongs with the house. So onward and upward. You ready? Oop. She's definitely a, oh, I lost her, wind-up monkey. It's hard to get good free help. Every once in a while I have to pay her with something like this. Whatever. So Lorelai and I got everything pretty much out of the cabinets and onto the counters if we could. I've got to bring back some tables next week and make it a little more conducive to people shopping. But she has really got some stuff. A whole bunch of it. Some of it, like this kind of stuff, we're going to leave up in the cabinets. But we cleaned out all the lowers. We put out all kinds of stuff out here. She was able to wiggle in and pull stuff out of the cabinets for me, so I didn't have to. And there she's sitting up there, so pretty.
I changed.
Yes, you didn't change, but your clothing changed, yes. Where are we going tonight?
Bed.
To a bed, yeah, for another one, and then where?
Square dancing at the top spinners.
Yeah, in the log cabin.
Mm-hmm.
Are you too tired to dance?
No.
We'll see you later.
Happy junkin'.
So we're here at the Olive Branch Estate again. Got my best helper. Becky's helping me today. I have gone through with Lorelai and of course got the kitchen ready. I showed it on another video or earlier on this one. I don't know where I'm going to put this video that I'm filming now, but it looks like a train blew off the track. We got a lot of stuff. I went through what I usually do at this point. We usually stage as we go, but in this one, it's a short sale. I've got about a week and a half. My dad has recently been in the hospital, and so that kind of threw my personal schedule off just a little bit. But Becky came in, and she's going to help me stage some things. So what you see all blown up is things that I'm pulling out of drawers, off of shelves, that type of thing. And some of it we're going to leave staged inside the drawers, but some of it we needed to go on and pull out. It's just a whole bunch of stuff. Haven't been through her closet yet. Lots going on. It's a little bitty house with a bunch of stuff. So we're going to kind of put all the like stuff together and see what we can get staged, and I'll try and show you some pictures after we get it to a certain point, I guess. Good day. the second day of the estate that I have in Olive Branch, Mississippi today. It's about, 11 o'clock, not quite 11 a.m. on a Sunday. It's our second day, as I said. We usually start about noon and go until people quit coming, even though it's advertised till 4 today. You can probably tell I'm a little gravelly this morning. I sounded like an old car starting up. I've had a cold for the last 3 days, so it hasn't been fun working this one. It's a lot of dust and dirt and stuff in this estate too, so that just kind of compounded it. Becky's also icky and has been. Funny little side story. We were trying to decide where we had both picked up this cold, and I thought maybe it was from both of us going down to the casinos, which I don't often go. I go with my mom, pretty much. Becky goes a little more often than I do, but we were all down there at the same time. All three of us were down there at the same time about a week and a half ago or so. So that was my assumption, that we all got it down there on that day or whatever. Becky is convinced it is from a Norwegian rat. She says she used to work in pest control and stuff many years ago, and she says, no, this house has had a Norwegian rat in it. She's seen all of the droppings and all of this, and I'm like, what is a Norwegian rat? It's just a rat, apparently. And they call them all different names, like brown rats. But she says it's a Norwegian rat. I asked her, did it speak Norwegian? And she said no. So she's assuming that this rat has picked up a cold from somewhere and traveled it all over this house that we're working in. So she's convinced that via the Norwegian rat we have contracted some kind of illness. So either way, we've all got colds. Mom, not so much, really. I think she's had some allergy issues, but Becky and I definitely do. Feeling better today, though. I think I might actually live. I slept about 12 hours yesterday after I got home, so that was helpful. Yesterday, very slow sales. It was a beautiful day. There were a lot of neighborhood sales. There were 2 estate sales down from us, maybe 3 or 4 miles or something like that. We had extremely slow traffic, and I had it advertised everywhere, so I don't know what was going on yesterday. I figured we probably didn't take in $500 yesterday. Got home, we had taken in a little over twice that, so I was pleasantly surprised on that front. Not so pleasantly surprised on the amount of traffic. We only had about 30 buyers that came through out of maybe 50 that attended, which is way low for me. Don't know why. This house is absolutely full of stuff, but it doesn't have a lot of artwork and things like that, you know. But that doesn't usually matter. People usually buy smalls. So, I don't know. We're going to hope for the best today, that maybe people were out on a nice day after we've had some rain this week, and they were doing yard work and all that, and they'll need someplace to go on a Sunday afternoon, so we'll see. We're going to have this sale. I'm going to be selling to vendors and individuals that ask about certain items that may not have sold during the next 2 weeks. And then on Father's Day afternoon, we are having an Everything's a Dollar sale. That ought to be interesting. I'm hoping I can film some both today and at that sale. Everything in the house will be $1 because we've got to get this house cleared out for these people so that they don't have to pay to have dollar items taken out. So sell $1,000 items, you've got $1,000. So that's the way I look at it. Furniture will be greatly reduced. It won't be $1, but it'll be greatly reduced until the very end, and then we may sell things for $1. That's how I cleared out my thrift shop when I owned an antiques and collectibles shop several years ago. It got down to the last week, and everything in there was $1. People were buying things like crazy. So that was kind of cool. So we're going to hope that that plan works. It's a beautiful day. It was supposed to be raining today. It's not yet, so we'll see what happens. Well, I'm here waiting on staff to show up. Staff is Mom and Becky today. We got probably a heavier day of sales, we hope. lots of stuff still left. Oh my goodness. Usually after the first day we get a little bit more cleared out than this, but goodness gracious. But there was a lot of stuff, so, you know. Washer and dryer went. That was the first thing that sold. We sold a lot of purses, those type of things, some concrete pots, so forth. But we've still got pretty much everything that was out here still here. Unfortunately, the daughter came in from out of town, and she gave the tool shed key to the lawn guy so he could come back in 2 weeks and be able to get in to get the lawnmower and blower and anything that he needed in there. And I'm like, we don't have a key. So we couldn't open the tool shed at all. Fortunately, there wasn't a whole lot in there that was going to be sold, so we'll just throw it out at the dollar sale. Chest of drawers was over here. We did sell that. But lots and lots and lots and lots and lots left. I did sell the jewelry in bulk, so it's all gone. Excuse me. Like I said, I'm hacking and coughing, but you know. We did sell some of these things, but we still have a lot of, she had a perfume bottle collection. She had a lot of collections. I think they started collecting her after a while. Lots of clothes, and of course we usually have a lot of clothes left. Back in these other 2 bedrooms, I think I sold 1 or 2 framed art type things. There was a couple of ladies that's probably coming back today, and they're resellers, and they bought some things that they were afraid were going to be sold. And I gave them a decent enough price on it, so they could make some money. This little cabinet's sold. They're going to pick it up. And I don't think anything was touched in that closet at all. I don't think anything was even moved in that closet at all. So, we'll see what happens. I don't know. What do y'all think? We'll see what we clear out today. I'm going to sell it as cheap as I can and still make money for everybody. So, we'll see what happens. I'm not sure. There might be one in the tool shed. Go look out there, yeah. This is our last discount day at this estate. Let's just see what we can discount. We are about to open the doors in about probably 45 minutes or so for our Dollar Day sale. This is the last go around before any of the family comes in and rethinks some items, and Becky and I do our pull from here. Anything that we want to buy, we buy at the price that's today minus my discount. The family still gets their amount. That's how I usually do, is come in at the end. We've got a lot of things to deliver that are not going to be shown here. And as you can see, we got some furniture that went out the other day. We've still got some good pieces of furniture. All of the marked furniture is 50% off unless it says firm. And if it says firm, it's because I know that I can get more out of my dealers if they end up buying it. It's kind of all about strategy. Because they may come in and not buy those items, but I know pretty much what they like to buy. So I have to just kind of make a crapshoot on it and decide how the family will get more money. When it gets down to this, it's like crocheting a afghan. You get down to the end and you get so tired. But you've got to end well. Lots of little smalls. Every item's going to be $1 that goes out. That's all the clothing. Some of these items are marked firm on these. We do have a sale next weekend at the Lake Comeron Estate. It's already set up and ready to go. Hey, Rhonda. But we still have some good furniture. That's a cool little piece right there. I've got a firm on it. I think we can sell it for that. If not, then I'll just purchase it at my discount and move on. Nice piece here. This is a pretty piece. I don't know if you can see it. It's too full. But it's carved in leather and all kinds of good stuff. So this is what my Father's Day is. Usually people are looking for things that they can do with Dad. And I advertised it that it was a huge sale and almost everything's $1 and bring Dad. He could get some good deals. So here we are. This is today. Mom's out here in the garage. Yes, here I am.
How much is this cloth?
$1.
There you go. Can't beat that.
You better take it before I change my mind. We got all the Dollar Divas and the Dollar Daddies in here. We've already sold probably $200 or $300 worth, so we'll see what happens.
It'll be fun, whatever it is.
Yeah. All right, all of this stuff is going out. I'll charge you for the pictures. Y'all come on.
Just get her to watch my weight, because I'm fixing to come through like a bird.
We're clearing it out. Getting her done.
You know what bugs me, Rhonda?
What's that? This is post sales, all the dollar sales and so forth at the Olive Branch Estate. As you can see, we got a lot of the larger pieces out, a lot of the smalls, but we still have some things that a buyout vendor might want. That's just a pile of boxes there. I keep bringing boxes over here just in case somebody doesn't have any. So gate leg tables still left, a few things like that. I've been pulling things out all day today of the things that I had set aside that had sold online on auction and so forth. And so we've got, there's a handful of things up in the cabinets. Most of them are empty, pretty much. Like the ones that you see open or whatever, that's about the only ones that have anything in it. A couple of drawers do. Of course, we got rid of some big pieces in here and still got some smalls here. Table, odd chairs. Still got the couch and love seat. These are things that vendors, if they come in, they're going to want furniture. So this will be something decent for them. That's still a nice piece there. It's got nice hardware and things on it. So a lot of little doodads. These items are sold here. I just haven't taken those out. I ran out of room. I got Rosie the Wonder Van playing Jenga in the back right now, so I don't have any more room. So I just marked them sold. Lots of little odds and ends. Still got these two nice beds left, which is odd. But the older beds, unless it's exactly what somebody's looking for, they're looking for sets. And these are not sets, obviously. But nice beds. Vendor will want to consider those, I would imagine. Both of them are full size. Master bedroom. We got most of it cleared out of the large stuff. We do have a chest, shelf, a couple of end tables or nightstands, mostly linens. We've kind of congregated all the linens in here because we know that those will either go to donation or to the landfill when the owner gets done. A few odds and ends here, smalls. Was that some of the dividers and cabinetry and stuff like that went out that was freestanding. We had a big white one right here. We had a shoe stand over on this wall. It's gone. A lot of this kind of stuff, you know, it either sells or it doesn't in this situation. So where I am right now, I've got all of my stuff that I had pulled aside was in this bathroom. I've got it all cleaned out. And it's all finished. I won't open up the back, but we've got some redwood furniture. You might can see it through here. Let's see. Peek through. Got a little bit of redwood furniture. It's okay. It's not great or stellar. A lot of the yard art, most of it's sold. We've got a handful of little small things like wheelbarrow and stuff like that, but pretty much this one's a turn it back over for a few days to the estate owners, the son and daughter. They're going to go through and pick out anything else that they don't want to go to a dealer that it's like, yeah, I could probably use this, you know, those type of things. They'd asked for that in their contract, and that's fine with me. Family is first, the way I feel about it. But they were going to come through over the weekend while I'm out at Lake Cormorant having another sale in about 4 days. We have got a 2-day sale out there, and once that's done, the owners will have that Saturday, Sunday, Monday, which will be this coming up weekend, to go through anything, pull anything out, or mark it with family on masking tape. And then I will bring dealers back in if anybody is interested. May not be. Sometimes it's not, but bring them in on Tuesday, and it's a cash and carry. They've got to come in, pay for it, take it with them. There's not going to be a bunch of multiple trips coming back. Now, if somebody bought the entire house out, I have till the end of the month, the end of June. And this is the, what, 19th, 20th, whatever it is. 19th, 18th. I don't even know what day it is. Don't ask me a hard question. So they'll come in and they'll do their thing, and then it'll turn back completely to the owner. I'll probably make one more walkthrough to make sure that there's not anything in here that I want to buy out at this point, because it'll be pennies on the dollar. This is when I usually buy anything I'm going to buy and take someplace else. So I buy a few things on the front end. It's in my contract that I can, and then I just take my discount off of it. So that way they get what they would get from anybody else. So it looks like today is a wrap. I'm stinky. I gotta go home. Happy junking, y'all.